Hello all my lovelies, this is Rhomur and this is episode 22 of the StarSector Let's Play for new players. Got my cup of tea ready, let's begin, shall we? So, I've made my way back to the main colony. I've just offloaded some cargo and I wanted to start sorting out my ships a bit, as we did add a new Dominator class to the fleet. Let's take a look at it now. So it has structural damage and a glitched sensor array, which means it's a little bit weaker in terms of its defensive structure. Sensor strength is a little bit weaker, but it isn't that strong to begin with anyway. The ship itself doesn't have much actually equipped on it already, so let's see what we can give it. Actually, it's got like a custom build already, heavy FTR support. Interesting. So let's see, what does the traditional builds give it? We've got Assault, which emphasizes heavy armor and close range cannons. Then we've got Support, which emphasizes range and lots of missiles. Well, this is a very slow ship, so I'm going to go for the Support, because having range on a slow ship I view as more important. I do know that for heavily armoured ships, giving it more heavy armour is always a good thing, statistically speaking, but if it's so slow it can't catch up to the enemies, I don't see the value in it. Support, on the other hand, gives it a fair bit of missile bonus, and these two Gauss cannons, which will be very good long-range suppression. We see them in effect actually on the battle cruiser here, the same cannons. So now we have one that can fire two of them and its missiles off at the same time. I'm quite happy with that. And actually, let's see what the restore cost is. 216,000. Not really super worth it. I mean, maybe for that weapon range reduction penalty, perhaps. But I'd rather save up to fix the battle cruiser or any of the bigger ships, I think. Everything else looks okay. Nothing else that needs looking at. I did also go for a couple of ships, just updating their configurations a little bit, but there weren't too many drastic changes all around. Ooh. Actually, I'm going to go for this. Gives it heavy needlers. I like those cannons quite a lot. They're primarily anti-shield, but they are very good at what they do. Okay, so basically at this point in time we have reached the point where there is sort of not a need to do things, but we sort of want to, well, need to find things to keep ourselves busy. So we've got quite a few colonies spread across now. We've got 5 colonies, 2 of them are still in the early development stages, and of course I do want to fully max this. Wait, did I say 4? I said 5. 5 colonies. So, got 5 colonies. Need to get 2 more administrators just to round them out to the technically like soft limit, I guess. And I would like to do that. Before I get into any serious fighting, I would like to have more military on some of these. But fortunately, the Nexus is building the new upgrade for the military base, so we will get some fleet protecting our systems shortly, hopefully. And obviously I'm going to try and expand on the defenses for all these other planets at the same time as we get each month's income from that. And from now I need to actually start deciding if I want to start fighting a war, I think. And probably what the best solution would be is to test it out on a slightly weaker faction. Let's say the Luddic Church. The Hegemony are currently our best buds, so I actually still need to wait a bit and get some money before I can start buying some of their bigger battleships. And then I'm going to use those big battleships to start bombing them to steal the blueprints for said battleships. I think that's a good way of doing things. As for the Luddic Church, of course they'll have technology I can steal too, but I'm not that keen on it. If I was running a mod for some of the Luddic ships, certainly I'd be very happy with that. Suicide bombing Megacraft is certainly something I'd be very keen on. But for now, it's just a good way to test the warfare mechanics, see what we can do, maybe we can break some planets. And of course, before I can do any of that, I probably want to bring my troop transport. Let's make sure he's all okay. Let's see. It's actually not a civilian hull, which is quite good. Fuel efficiency, maintenance, yeah, that's okay. Weapon-wise, I probably even shouldn't put weapons on it, but maybe we could put a new logistics pod on it. Additional crew storage, perhaps? What about burn speed? That's quite fast. It could turn into a light carrier. Wouldn't be a very good one, though. Efficiency overhaul could work, but it doesn't really consume much in the way of supplies or fuel anyway. Well, let's do that. So now it's even less fuel and supplies. Not that big of a difference, but okay. And what else? High resolution sensors, maybe? We could do that. Strip away some of the venting. And its resolution is now 120. So, yeah, it's a good censorship. And of course it has the ground support package, which is the equivalent of maybe having 100 Marines, so it saves a little bit on having to haul these guys around. Speaking of which, I'm going to grab all of those Marines and all of the extra Marine. Oh, that's quite expensive actually. 59k for all those Marines. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay, so we've got talk a little bit about supplies. Fuel's okay, everything else is okay. So, I think I could go exploring a little bit more, but I want my colonies to develop a little bit further, get a bit more monthly income before I start adding more planets into the system network. Because construction costs are quite high, and unless my income is able to keep up with that, I'm going to have some planets that are just sort of waiting for me to get the money to build them. I could, of course, go and hunt bounties or something, but at the current moment, I think all the bounties are, currently all on like the north side of the map. This is Pirate Heaven. We've sort of cleared out everything of value down here. There might be some missions we could take. We could, of course, go looking for the red planet. I could do that actually. After I do a bit of bloody church attacking, I think. And there was also the technology cache all the way over here. I think for now we will test out our fleet on the Lytic Church. Maybe we'll attack their military planet, see if we can steal some good technology and maybe some money. And then after that, let's start the red planet chain. We can do that. It's not going to be useful to us immediately, but once we get some money going, it'll be very handy for when enemies start attacking us all the time. Anyway, so let's see. We've got here. Oh, let's take on the military planet. Let's see how that goes, shall we? I'll see you guys at the system. Okay, and we've made our way here. Before I start attacking, I want to just check out what the military base has to sell. Just see if the Lytic Church actually has something decent, perhaps? Ooh, Daedalon. Okay. So what does Hesperus have? Nobody I can hire. What's he selling? Not interested. Okay, let's see what they sell. Oh, I can't actually look. And I took some crew damage on the way, encountered just a little pirate fleet, which destroyed some fighters, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. So I could grab some volunteers before I start blowing up the planet. And so far it looks like they just sell sort of good versions of pirate ships, really. Nothing really that's that interesting to me. Let's grab my volunteers. Wow. Okay, perfect. That's a shame. I can't see what they're selling in the military. I Let's see what the planet's defenses are like. Actually I should do that by looking at the colony info. 1,620 ground defenses, military base, air batteries. Will I actually have enough for that? I don't think I will. What kind of defenses does it have? Is this just a tier 1 station, I think? Possibly. Well, it wouldn't be a video if I didn't try. I don't mind getting them angry at me. Giving positively identified. Oh, well, let's try it not being positively identified then. Oh, well, I couldn't game it, unfortunately. Okay, let's try it anyway. Let's see. We got a fair few large ships here. Let's throw in a tough frigate. We should be okay. And as always, I'm going to keep an eye on my piloted ship to make sure he doesn't ram himself into the floor. As I said, I'm going to take control to prevent him ramming himself into the floor. Oh, fired a bit too early. Use that instead. And that was a little bit of a cakewalk. Oh no, they don't like me. Reduced by 44. Oh, I guess destroying stations is quite a big thing for them. Take all the supplies and the fuel, thank you very much. And they just mostly have the standard fare in terms of weaponry. Of course, I'm more than happy to take all of it. Om nom 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 nom. Okay, who's that one ship? Okay. Let's clean you out. I'll skip this. Okay, that little roadblock removed. Let's see what the planetary defenses are like compared to ours. Ooh, we were actually quite close. Removing the station removed quite a bit of the defense. But I think I would prefer to do a little bit of orbital bombardment first. Wow, that requires quite a lot of fuel though. Huh. Well, we're not gonna anger the whole galaxy. Saturation bombing, we'll do that probably never. Let's do a tactical bombardment. Okay, perfect. Now let's see what the defenses are like. Substantially weaker, perfect. What can we disrupt? Let's cut off the spaceport. reduced by 3. Oh wow, that's quite a hefty attack. I like that artwork. I could just imagine our Marines destroying this gigantic structure. It'll take a year for them to rebuild that. Wow, we really destroyed that. Okay, what's the situation like now? 0 stability, and because of the spaceport, they have a shortage of everything. I'm curious. If we leave these two running, if we do some raiding, would we be able to steal something valuable, I wonder? Let's find out. We have to look at all those little dots. So pretty. Also, salvage. Grab that. Scavenger. Hello, Mr. Scavenger. I'm not in the mood to attack an independent. Okay. Let's try to acquire some valuables. That's not very valuable. Procurement. They want some supplies. Wait, could I just dock and give them the supplies? Actually, they need 500 supplies. Nah, I think I'll keep those supplies. Oh, and construction finished the Hell's Kitchen. Okay, let's get the next attack. Spaceport's up and... No, okay, it's disabled already. Let's try and do more valuable acquisition. I was hoping for some technology, but I'm wondering if you have to raid it with the military base active. Not sure. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, and there was a Persian League expedition as well. They were heavily overmatched, so I just let them have some fun. Is there another planet here? Oh, I didn't actually notice that. They got another colony right here. Let's say hello. Okay. Nobody we can recruit. What about colony info? Wait. Hesperus, Sakes. Is this the same? It's the same planet, but it's like a different moon. Okay. I don't see that very often in the game. Okay. What should we do next? Let's try some more acquisition. Well, not the most profitable. Let's see what the other... Ooh, hello. Hello. Ooh, I like you. Let's make friends, shall we? Ah, he's angry with my transponder. Oh no. They're gonna really, really, really hate me. They hate me more because of the fact I don't have my transponder on. As for their fleet, nothing really too dangerous for me. Let's have some fun, shall we? I like how maneuverable the Odyssey feels as a personally piloted ship, that is. It's quite fast. Hello? Yeah, you're gonna get destroyed. I was hoping my point defense lasers would be auto-firing. Okay, what's going on elsewhere in the battle here? Okay, seems okay. They're all in the front. Perfect. Where's our Dominator? Here he is, slowly chugging along. A couple of carriers. Oof, that Dominator's a little bit more frisky than normal. Seems like, even though they thought they were stronger, we are still doing quite well here. Stick control again. Should have aimed that a little bit better. Looks like most of them retreated. The ones that could get away anyway. Okay, let's pursue them. This doesn't feel that different than fighting pirates or the Luddic path, really. Except I could level up out of it. Hooray! So let's see, what can we get? Yes, level 3 command and control, or level 3 coordinate maneuvers. Let's get level 3 command and control. So now we are going to be hitting them with a 25% reduction in weapon range, assuming of course our ships are stronger than them ECM wise. And we will be going currently 20% faster, but once this is level 3 we'll be going 25% faster. So we'll have a very overpowered fleet. Mostly due in part to the fact that I'm currently very over-leveled. And I haven't even invested in the combat skills yet. Okay. So let's pay a visit to the other planet in the system, Tartessus. Maybe we'll find some more fleets on the way. You a pirate? Smugglers, okay. What I would quite like is the ability to manage a sort of war campaign. If you have like a large faction with a large military, if you could organize those ships to come and attack certain places or take over planets, that'd be quite cool. Okay, let's see about Tartessus. And they don't seem to really care that much about what's going on. Nothing of interest, nothing of interest. We could actually just sell everything that we've been looting from their fellow faction members. Make a little bit of money. Oh, we can't do the open market though. Oh, okay, so this is interesting. Well, so you have to have proper docking authorization. Okay. Nothing of interest. What about ships? Ooh. Mora carrier. Not such a fan of these ones. They do have free fighter bays, but they are slow. They do have good armor and hull integrity though, but I'd rather have a faster carrier. Something like the Odysseys, or in my case, the Heron is also quite good. You see the speed of 84 there, top speed, compared to say the Rhomur here, whose top speed is 45, it's practically half. Okay, let's see. It's only got a station, and it's a regular station. I will do this one quickly. Okay, that station was pretty quick. As usual, get a mega amount of junk. Let's see, what's the defenses like? Ooh, wow, that is a... I should have checked that beforehand. An ultimate one requires... Wow. That's a lot of fuel. We can't even bombard that. It's got very good stability, heavy batteries, and a very large population size. So yeah, I can understand why that's quite a tough planet. Also, they get planetary operations. Ah, they got a very good administrator. Yeah. Either come back with a lot more fuel or come back with a lot more people. But maybe at least 40% rate effectiveness. Okay. Yeah, that would be a bit of a waste attacking that, I think. So, actually we could try it. Let's try a raid. 86 Marines, oh boy. I don't think that was worth it. Okay. Anybody else in the system? That's strange, I was expecting the military base to be tougher. Oh well. Okay. Okay, now that we've tested out and sufficiently pissed off the Luddic Church, I think we should go and do the Red Planet storyline, or alternatively, getting our way to the technology cache all the way over here. I think, actually I'd like to check this technology cache out, but before I do that, I would want to get rid of this troop transport just for the sake of it, and get a massive amount of resupplies. Actually, the troop transport itself is actually quite fuel efficient, so it's not terrible. It gives a little bit of cargo capacity at least. But yeah, and the drone tender as well, I think. Scrap those. Okay, I'm going to head back to the colonies, resupply, drop off the ships, and then I think I'm going to make my way all the way down here. So if I want to go to here, it's a little bit of a trek, but not impossible. Just have to... actually, that's a good point. We don't have any mega fuel tankers. We just have one regular and one light. Okay. Maybe getting a mega fuel tanker sometime would be helpful. Anyway, I'll see you guys back at the colony. Resupply that. Ah, perfect. And just on the way back, the War of Tritachyon ended, so we can now go and hand in all those AI cores and collect a sweet bit of cheddar. I'll head back to the colony, which I'm very close to now, grab those cores, and make a quick trip up here to blah 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 blah, Magic. We'll drop them off at this rocky world and collect probably a couple million credits, I think. There we go, all in the cargo hold. Actually, I'll take all these surveys as well. And now we could offload all the other cargo in the process. Keep most of the gun, actually sell all the blueprints. And keep everything else for now. I think selling all these blueprints to the pirates will be quite interesting. But the pirates don't seem to be that much of a threat anymore. I mean, what's this gonna... it's not gonna really do much, I think. Anyway, off I head to Magic. Okay, and the mining finished construction at Panchaea, so I've queued up refining. Now we can start getting some regular metals for our heavy industry without having to import them. And the Utoi complex also finished its construction farming, so now it's producing more than enough food for our colonies. I could queue up either a patrol HQ or a station. Can't build any industry just yet. I think I'll build the patrol HQ. Just trying to get these defensive structures on every colony if possible. And at the same time, I'm here to the colony, so... Persian League again attacking me? Okay. So, let's hand in these calls, shall we? Hello. Hello. And how much do we get? Do you see that cheddar, boys? Do you see that cheddar? Now, of course, some of you have probably played this game to its absolute limit and have hundreds of millions of credits. So yes, this is good for me. It might not be good for you. Oh, also, 31-point improvement in reputation. Maybe we could buy something nice from them. Actually, I wonder if you can be commissioned by 2 factions at once. Ah, that's a shame. Okay, anybody at the dock? Oh, I don't need a loan. Okay. And whilst we're here, actually, I'm just going to start directly onto the market because they don't have any issues with illegal goods. Keep the metal. We lose a bit of money in tariffs, but it's fine. Anything of interest? Actually, I wanted to grab some supplies. As much fuel as I could carry. We're okay on crew. We might lose a little bit with our little voyage. I think we've got more than enough credits to compensate. Grab even more supplies. Okay, what about the ship markets? Harbinger. Oh, we can build those. Okay, black market. Nothing really that interesting. Okay, so we have made a lot of money. And now I want to go to the technology cache all the way down here. So we're going to make a line through Mazu. Actually, this will be a big cloud to fly through. Possibly go south through Frost, south through Vecna, cut across the nebula here if possible, and then hopefully it should be clear enough. It's going to be a bit of a trek. I will cut out the busy parts for you, but if anything important happens, you'll see in a second. Okay, we've made our way roughly halfway, just entering the Vecna series of planets, and I think I want to do just a quick pop in into some of these, specifically the King, or Ching, how you say it, and let's see if there's anything here of interest. Maybe we can grab some more supplies. Maybe we'll find some habitats. Ooh. Something over there, something over here, something over everywhere. Okay, any good planets here? Barren, toxic, arid. Ooh, arid. It's habitable. It's got decivilization. Barren, rocky, metallic. Okay. Which one's the arid planet? Oh, it's just down there, so we can head straight there. Maybe we'll find some ruins. There is a sensor array here, so this system has something of value. Let's get some debris. I'm more than happy to take all the fuel, given the amount we'll be burning through all this. And you go to salvage. Okay, let's take a look at the toxic planets on the way. Melancholia, what a name. Okay, and you are rubbish. Oh, something come through the portal behind us. interesting. Athlon, what do you have for us, Athlon? A whole host of various different things. Okay. We've got ruins, we've got rich farmland, and all of the different ore types. Admittedly, they are sparse and trace, but this planet could produce one of every single needed ore. Volatiles, organics, transplutonics, and... wait, no, that's transplutonics and that's regular ore. Of course, we'd have to remove the decivilized ranking. I think it's a bit too far out though to colonize, but we can explore the ruins at least. Let's grab something valuable, and I consider that quite valuable. Perfect. Anything around here? Something came in behind us. What is that? Somebody following us? Who are you? Hello? Let's say hello? Salvage fleet. And you turn hostile. Okay. What have you got? You're not very good salvage fleet if you're having to get the salvage by blowing me up, but tell you what, let's have a bit of fun, shall we? Oh, this is going to be an absolute cakewalk. Yeah, I think that's okay. I prefer to have some frigates for the capturing of the points, but I'd rather have bigger ships, actually. Besides, these falcons aren't that slow. They can do some capturing themselves. And you, good sir, are going to stay right back here. You're not going anywhere near there. Okay, perfect. Let someone else go first. Capture point. There's one, let's get him engaged. I'm not too worried about... I'm a little bit worried about these apogees because of that front laser of theirs. Did we destroy that shrine quicker than I even noticed? Jeez. Okay. So these are apogee cruisers. You can choose to start with one of those if you so wish. They're very good for exploration and surveying. They're also fairly confident in combat as well. But they are, primarily they need to face forward to fight though. They are not a very good broadside ship. And they're not very well armoured if you've just noticed. Okay, anybody I need to prioritize? Let's pick on you. Fire strike on you. I want to see this ship actually be useful for something. Wonderful assault. Let's get these guys cleaned out, shall we? I would have laughed if he was in the way of that. Just hurled the debris there. Well, that was a sufficient annihilation. And we get the rest of the fleet to harvest, you could say. I'm going to put a little bit more ships on this actually, because they tend to escape otherwise. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. What can we recover? Ooh, an apogee. Not interested in the Shrike. what about the Apogee? He's got structural damage and degraded engines, which makes him a little bit slow. Armor on these ships isn't that good anyway, so that's not really a thing I care about that much. The sensors and the surveying equipment, though, makes this ship a very good thing to have in the fleet. Let me think. So it has... If we add to the fleet, we have enough crew. It's a little bit slow thanks to the damaged engines, but we could always fix that. I think actually we're okay on surveying equipment, so I'm gonna leave that. I can build these ships if I so want to anyway. What I was really interested in is all these supplies. Actually, I'll just take everything. I can toss out anything I don't need later. And I'm still getting the commissions for these as well. Ooh, a Falcon. Don't really need one. But he was a very chunky salvage. Okay. Goodbye. Made a very big mistake attacking me. Anything else around here we could check out, perhaps? Take the sensor array. Nah, I just wanted to stop for some supplies anyway. Let's continue our trek. I want to get to that technology cache by the end of this episode. So, onwards we shall go. Plowing through the clouds time. Let's see how much damage we take. Oh, well, not too bad. It's actually mostly nothing, there's storms here. Okay. Actually, we could just cut straight through here, I think. There's like no storms at all, this is just, you could call it dark matter. And also you get a little bit of a speed boost by doing this. Okay. Nearly there. Okay, and we've made our way here. It's not exactly the corner of the galaxy, but it is getting close to it. Let's see, we've got a fringe jump point, some gravity wells. The information doesn't tell us much other than that it's some technology in the system. She does want payment with an alpha core from this, which I'm completely fine with. You're going to get a lot of those anyway. Let's try the jump point. There's usually good stuff around jump points. Oh, something there, okay. Nothing coming up. Some interesting looking planets though. Barren, arid, and a desert. First, let's check out this technology cache, and I'm going to quick save. Always remember to do this, boys and girls. Okay, what have you got for me? Energy sources. Oh, okay. Some of these drone ships. We've blown up tons of these in the past. I'll skip the fight for all of you. See you on the salvage. That was a remarkably quick fight, and it was also remarkable because our phase frigate went straight in there and exploded. So pick him back up. In terms of wreckage, not much of interest. So, what do we have now? Technology cache. Okay, your fleet arrives at the coordinates provided by the scientist on Jangala. And just as she said, there is an impressive bounty of domain-era goods and technology in nearly pristine condition. And in the middle of it all, your salvage crew reports a small, locked case bearing a Tritachyon logo. It's emitting a bizarre, dynamic magnetic field within a radius of about 2 meters. It's amazing that no one found this cache before, but then the long-range sensors did read it as a worthless debris cloud at first. The question is now, do you close the AI core to the shielded crate and send it off from your next port stop, or do you keep it for yourself? That scientist was surely no one important. Yeah, I already can get these things pretty easily, so let's just send it off to them. The shielded crate shuts with the sound of powered bolts sliding home. It sends off a one-time coded hyperwave burst. Confirmation, you suppose. Would have been good of that scientist to warn you about this little trick. Hopefully no pirates or anything else was listening nearby. Oh boy, are we going to get attacked? Okay, let's look at the rest of the cache. Ooh. 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 I like this. I don't like that. I do like this though. I do like that a lot. Legion battle carriers. Thank you. And missile cruisers. Thank you. Converted fuel tankers. Let's just get it for the sake of it. And Mjolnir cannons. I'll take the rest. I like that a lot. Let's salvage, see if there's anything extra hiding. Unfortunately not. Now in terms of, is anything going to come and attack me? I don't think so. Okay, let's go check out the planets. Maybe somebody will come out and attack. Okay, survey. Just some ore, but we get some good survey data. I don't want to colonize anything this far out. Be a bit of a pain to manage if it ever got attacked. About Delta Lilac. Ooh. Good farming, well, okay farming, okay ore, and plentiful organics, with widespread ruins. Let's take a look in the ruins. Okay. Some more hegemony blueprints. Okay. Still nothing coming out. It's a shame. Let's take a look at the barren world just for the sake of it. Anything of interest? Not really. Okay. That is a shame. So we do have... Actually, I'm not sure what will happen now. Looks like the quest got removed from our journal, so it looks like as soon as we dock to a planet, they'll probably send it off. There might be a continuation to that story. Given that I'm so far out, I'm thinking, should I explore a little bit further? Because usually this far out you can find some good stuff. Let's go take a look at the black hole. At least that might be something of interest. Let's see that. Oh yes, and I think given my significant reserves of money, I should probably start getting some actual fleet construction. I think a couple of Odysseys would be nice to start with. I could always build another Legion, but these ships are so slow, I'm not really sure if I want them. I prefer high-tech fast ships, and definitely some good phase cruisers if I could get those blueprints. I could always build a modified supertanker. No thanks. I'll keep those Odysseys for now. Anybody I need to build on? Oh, I could build here. What was this planet good for? Ruins, so tech mining. Actually, let's build the station first, and then we'll build the tech mining. Utilec. Okay, Panchaea. Okay. I could do some upgrades, but I think I'm going to keep my money just for the moment until I stumble into some better wealth. And the High Command finished construction. So now we have this very interesting structure. I'd probably stick an alpha core in that if I could. And it's actually, it looks like it doesn't consume industry either. Maybe I should get a second high command up on the UNATCO HQ as well. It'd be definitely a lot of fleet power. Anyway, in terms of upgrading this planet, what can we build? We can't build anything. I wanted the next structure to be commerce, which I need to wait to get. I could upgrade the ground defenses, or the spaceport, or the orbital station. Let's upgrade to the megaport, shall we? Get a little bit more profit going. Accessibility is going to decline a little bit over time as we keep making enemies with people, but eventually I want to sort of become more independent from the other factions, so it's okay. That's what I was expecting. Anyway, let's get to this black hole, shall we? So it's a very interesting black hole. It's only got one jump point. Anything of interest? Kind of a barren looking place, actually. But sometimes you find research stations on the event horizon, so let's get a bit closer. Okay. We're currently on the accretion disk. Nothing's coming up. That's a shame. Nothing here. Well, I don't want to leave just on that boring note, so let's try the orange giant next door. Okay, and here is Gamma Lilac. Looks like it has a few more planets, so let's go through the inner jump point. And yes, I'm definitely aware that my fuel supplies are draining very fast. But fortunately in system we can always try and grab some more stuff. Oh, hello. So it's just a single derelict. Not really finding like many probes or survey ships. Planet, thing of value. Let's take a look at this guy. What is this? Another derelict perhaps? A shuttle? Ooh, maybe he'll give us an officer. What is that? Okay, it's just a... don't need a shuttle like that. I have seen that there is a pristine version of the shuttle. Okay. Lasher, not that interested. There's some planets here, but again, doesn't look like there's anything of interest. That's a shame. I'll go pay them a visit, and if not, that'll be the end of the episode. Well, fortunately the Toxic World had some ruins, so maybe we'll get something nice from that. Let's see. Oh, we tripped. Oh. Okay, the alarm didn't function, that's a shame. No interesting technology, but I'll take the supplies. Let's go check out the other two before we leave. And the volcanic planet, what do you have for me? Well, you've got survey data at least. Okay, and what about the barren world? Actually, whilst I'm here, I think I'll build a comm relay just to expand my network. Anything of interest? Nope. Actually, it's quite a low hazard rating for that, 175%. Okay, let's get this comm relay. Wait. Did I sell all my transplutonics? I must have sold it without noticing earlier. Okay, well, don't ever put me in charge of a road trip, or else I'll probably forget, like, your EpiPens or something valuable. Okay, well, that's a bit of a shame to end the episode on, but at least we can try and get some buildings constructed. Looks like complex is... let's get the station up and running. Next is building Megaport. This place could do with an upgrade. Could possibly upgrade to heavy batteries maybe, but let's save our money for now. Panchea is finishing off the refining. We could queue up tech mining here, I think. It will get the Lytic Path interested, but at least we've got some fleets flying around now, so it's not going to be too bad. Okay, perfect. We're going to wait for our Odysseys to be built, and I need to make a decision on if I want to head back or not. I think I probably should head back. Look at that fuel radius, it's a little bit cutting it on the close side. I could maybe make it to Utulek, assuming the clouds don't bounce me around too much. Or I could go pay the Lydic Church a visit. Or the Persian League, they both hate my guts. Yeah, I'll probably have to go to Fearsome Engine. Actually, if I'm going to go to Fearsome Engine at Utulek, then I probably want to queue up Way Station. And hopefully that'll be built by the time I get there. Okay, so thank you all for watching, everybody. I hope it was another interesting episode. As always, have a great time, great week. Love you all. See you. Goodbye. Peace out.